Hey guys, we're going to talk Super Mayhem. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to talk some of my favorite comps, some of my favorite 3-party lineups. When you see their teams, the people you're going to go against, what comps you want to use to counter those comps, right? Let's get into it. Ryman comp is the second team. Sorbet, use the feather. They still got their full 5. Okay, finally got rid of one cookie. Good, I got this win. So I'm going to get hit by Ryman. That's fine, because my second comp's going to come and be able to do damage before they get hit by Ryman. Man, it is such an advantage to win that first match. Winning that first match is so important. Ryman would have destroyed my team if they won that first match. Okay, now I'm going against their speed comp. At least I'm going to be able to do some damage here with Seafarer. Yep. Now they're going to beat me by my speed comp with Almond's going to come in and this battle's over. With Almond, the speed comp just does too much damage. Especially if you don't have a really high speed rope, I truly recommend using Almond. I'm showing you guys the stun comp. I'm going with stun comp as my first team. My second team, I've got more of a standard tank team. And then my third team, I got a modified speed team. So, here we go. Let's see how this stun comp does. I haven't used stun comp in a while, so I don't know if I need to use the speed rope for this setup, because I really didn't modify my cookie toppings for these specific cookies. It did good. It won. Could have done a little more damage for sure though. But I got that first battle win, so that's what matters. Now, the stun comp is just pretty much game over when it gets to the second fight for sure. Because you depend on that skill going off first. And if the skill goes off 5 seconds before the other team, you got no chance. Ryman, also a very good comp. If you can run Ryman, if you have your Almond and your Rye top-ins timed up, so Almond and Rye's skill go off at about the same time, run Ryman. Very good. Does a lot of damage in this mode for sure. Okay, now I'm going against their standard team. They're running double tank. They got Sea Fairy. They got Sorbet Shark. Against what is pretty much my standard team right now, with Sea Fairy, Twizzly, Sorbet Shark, Pure Vanilla Cookie. So they're gonna win, but they've lost most of their DPS. Now comes my third team, the modified speed comp. Yep, Strawberry Cape's gone. I got the win. So the speed comp, my third team with Mala instead of Almond, did enough damage to finish the team off if the team's already weakened. So not a bad comp. Okay, I'm gonna switch up the teams. I'm gonna go team order. My main team first, my stun comp second, because they're running their main team first. I think I can beat their main team with my main team. And then their second team is Ryman, and I'm hoping my stun comp gets the jump on them. So let me check out their team. They got a lot of damage dealers. I'm worried about Twizzly being able to stay alive. I do not think Twizzly stays alive in this scenario. So I'm going to run double tank. Stay alive longer just to beat this team. And see if it wins. I think double tank should be able to take this team.
Witness the might of the seas! Out of my way! I will not falter! Witness the might of the seas!
I definitely need more damage resist on my Strawberry Crave.
I will not falter!
Already beat, but I did win against this team as my Holly Berry does the moonwalk back. So then Ryman's gonna take out my team, but my next team is the stun comp team, so I should win pretty easily against this team.
You have the right to remain silent. point in hiding.
Hey, Holly Berry, do as much damage as you can while you're out there.
You must finish.
I'm not too late, am I? You have the right to remain silent.
Over for
Point
you.
in hiding.
Okay, so we got that win for sure.
You have the right to remain silent.
If Rye doesn't clean house.
You have the right to remain silent.
It's over
Okay.
for you.
So now I'm ahead. I am fighting their third team before they're fighting my third team. So I should be able to do some damage and get the win. I did barely any damage, but my third team gets to attack first. And that's huge.
Fragrant meal.
And that gave me the win. So super important that you get ahead of the game and win that first match. Some of these battles, that's all that matters. Win that first match. And man, it is hard to be able to counter that first team all the time. You're going to have to go against these teams a lot, figure out what wins, what loses, change up your team. Obviously, my stun comp's not working right now very well. It was enough to beat that team because they had the advantage. They came in after. So in order to fight this team, I decided to make a stun comp counter. And that's simply Strawberry Crepe and Ginger Brave up front. And then you can run Tiger Lily in the back. You can also run Almond with this team. So Almond and Black Raisin can do some good damage. And they should be able to counter this team. And then I got my standard speed comp and tank teams. The huge advantage is when you're attacking, you know what team they have and you can counter their team.
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to remain silent.
So, as you can see, I didn't get hit with the Ryman, the Rye, and the Almond combination, so my team survived. And I get this win pretty
You have
easily.
the right to remain silent.
Point in hiding.
Now, this team's definitely going to get destroyed against the standard comp for sure. Especially when they get the 4-second cooldown. But let's just try to do as much damage as possible.
Point in hiding.
Oh, I got some Black Raisin and Almond linked attack damage done. So that makes it significantly easier for my standard comp to come in here and just finish off business.
I will not falter.
And it's all about winning that first battle, right? You win that first battle, you make it to the second team, do some damage. Then your second team comes in and cleans house. And then your second team probably loses against the next team because they get the advantage. But you're ahead of the game, right?
I'll rip you to pieces.
Because then when your third team comes in, they get the head start.
I will not falter.
I think my team's actually going to win this though. Not even get to my third team.
I'll rip you to pieces.
Witness the
I
might
will
of the
not
seas.
falter.
So you can see that worked very, very well. So that's my video. I showed you the stun comp. I showed you the counter stun comp. I showed you standard tank teams. I showed you speed comps. Different variations of the speed comps that you can use. We talked a lot of different teams. Most of the fights, odds say if you win that first battle, you're gonna win. I don't know the exact percentage, but I'd say 90% of the time, if I win battle 1, I win the fight, and if I lose battle 1, it's over. So make sure that you have 3 good teams you can count on. Almond is super important. Every team is going to use Almond. They're either going to use Almond in the stun comp, they're going to use Almond in the speed comp, right? Or Almond in Rymond. So really figure out what team Almond's going to be on, right? What's your specialty? Are you good with Rymond? Is that your best comp? Make that comp. You're obviously going to have the standard comp in there as well. And if you have Almond in the speed comp or in Rymond, you're going to want to run another comp that can counter the stun comp, right? Because there's a lot of Almond stun comps, and to counter that, you're gonna want to run a comp that has Strawberry Crepe and Ginger Brave, or Strawberry Crepe and some hard hitting cookies that can take that first hit, right? If they have high enough damage resist, they can take that first hit, maybe use the feathers so they can revive, and then punish them after you get hit that first time, right? But you need a huge damage resist to be able to take that first hit against the stun comp. And you're going to see a lot of the stun comps, so you really need to know how to deal with that team. So, important note, figure out what you're doing with Almond, what team he's going to be on. Don't be afraid to change your team. I often change my team around depending on the matchup I'm going against. If I need to run a stun comp, I'll run it. If I need to run an anti-stun comp, that's cool. I have no problem doing that. If I need to run a speed comp with Almond, I'll do that. If I run a speed comp with Mala, I'll do that. Just depends on the team in front of you. Right, now this is a really fun mode. It's going to make you work on 15 characters or more. It's going to make you get 3 or 4 really strong versions of teams together and set up. And if you need to practice, go to your friends list. Take these teams, these 5 cookie teams that you're making. If you're making like a speed comp and you're using Mala in that comp, or you're wondering if you should use Sparkling, which one's better, Sparkling or Mala for your speed comp, go to your friends list. Go find your friends that are strong enough, challenge them, see which one works better, see which treasure works better on that comp. You know, I need to go work on my stun comp. Right now, my stun comp's not doing enough damage, so I'm probably gonna go to my friends list. I'm gonna run the stun comp against my friends list and, you know, figure it out. Figure out what treasure I need to use. Figure out what combination of cookies. Is it black raisin and raspberry? Is it black raisin and another cookie that I'm gonna use with that stun comp to get it just right? You know, if you have good teams you can face on your friends list, you can work on the stun comp counters too. So thanks for checking out this video. I hope it helps you out, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.